So in this video I just want to walk through my process of adding all of the interior partitions to our plan view here, just to give you guys an overview in case you're struggling on workflow here. So I've got on the left hand side here, I've got my exterior wall drawn for the laboratory building, and on the right I've got my PDFs that I'll occasionally point to when I'm looking at measurements. So these partitions, if we zoom in a little bit, the symbols themselves look like this, and it's almost like a section cut. So this is calling out a interior partition called A1, and if we go look at the notes over here, it says for partition types we need to see sheet A-501. So I've also got that open, and we've covered this in class, but what we have is a section view, and it gives us for A1 it's actually kind of a unique one in that it butts right up against the CMU wall, and then we've got protruding out from that the metal stud, and these are spaced at 16 inches on center, but that's not the overall width. The overall width of that is 1 5/8 inches. And then we've got gypsum board on one side, and that gypsum board is 5/8 of an inch, and you can find that in the notes over here. It says gypsum shall be 5/8. So for wall type A1 it's 1 5/8 plus 5/8, which is 2 1/4. For B1 we've actually got gypsum on both sides, so we got 10/8 of gypsum plus a stud. So for B1 it's 3 5/8 plus 10/8, which is 4 7/8. B2 would be 7 1/4. And then C1 is the same as B1, it's just insulated, so again it's 4 7/8. So I'm going to be using those measurements, but that's where they come from. They come from this A-501 sheet. So to get started, I'm going to draw the A1 wall partition, which actually goes all the way around the perimeter. I already started by drawing my polylines here, so I can use an offset command. And if you follow along down here in the command window, you can see what I'm doing, but offset, and that distance is 2 1/4, or you could type in 2.25. So offset that over. I'm going to start over here from the left. I've got 10 feet, and again in the notes it says all interior dimensions are to face a gypsum wall board. So what I need to do is offset over 10 feet. So I'm going to use the line command and just draw a temporary line in, offset that 10 feet, take that over, use extend with all, drop that down, trim with all, delete, offset for a C1 wall type, which is 4 7/8 of an inch, send that over, get rid of my temporary line. Make another temporary line this direction, offset that 22 feet for that lab, and then this time I'm actually just going to do this a little bit different. I'll select it, drag it over, offset 4 7/8, drop that down, do a trim, fix up this wall, get rid of that. So there's my lab and private office. Oops. I'm going to start over here from the left hand side. And so what I have is a B2 wall type that I'm going to draw, and then I'm going to get over to this one. So I need to go 9 foot 1/2 inch. So again, I'll use a temporary line here. Offset 9 feet 0.5 inches. And then just do a quick distance command, make sure I did it right, and I did. Extend. We're just going to extend this all the way down, and we'll fix it later. Trim. Get rid of this, delete that away, and then offset 7 1/4 because we're doing a wall type B2 now. So 7 1/4, go over, just check that, make sure it's right. Yep. Offset, it's actually the same distance, 9 feet 0.5 inches, and I'm going to just click on the measurements there instead of typing it in. Offset 4 7/8. And so I've got this vertical wall and that vertical wall. I can finish out my break room by going 10 feet off. So we're just going to draw a line from end to end, offset 10 feet, click on it, drop it down, click on this, delete it, offset again, 4 7/8, take that down, use the trim command to fix up these edges that I know are done. Alright, so now we've got our break room. I got a couple extra lines floating around here. Get rid of those. So now let's go over here. We can just finish out this vestibule. It drives straight across there, and it's a B1. So line from point to point, offset. Offset's already set to that, so I'll hit enter. So it's 4 7/8. Drop that down. Come over here. That one's a plus or minus, so I don't want to use that. So we'll use this 21 feet 2 inches. So align. Again, from the face of the gypsum, offset 21 feet 2 inches. Drop that down, extend it once, trim, use this edge, and then I can just delete that in one step. So that goes way too far over. That wall runs into this edge here. Show you a trick that you can also use here. It's called the chamfer command, and if we actually use the chamfer command with a distance of 0 and 0, what it ends up doing is making a right angle. So we can cheat and do that. Then I'm going to offset that 4 7/8 of an inch. Offset 4 7/8. Drop that down. We can use it again, chamfer, and the distance is already set. So we can just finish up that edge. And then what we need to do is come over here 7 feet 5 inches, and then we need to come up 4'6". So let's do that. Offset 4'6", straight up, offset 4 7/8, and then 6 foot 1/2 inch. So offset 6 foot 0.5. I'm gonna cheat and use that thing. We got a lot of stuff going on, so let's do a trim. I'm going to trim from here to here. Get rid of this part. Come back to chamfer. Go from there to there, just to clean things up a bit. We're going to offset that 4 7/8 of an inch. And then let's do chamfer as well to fix up this line. And then this one I'm just going to trim. And what else do we need? We need to go 6 1/2 from the other side. So offset 6 foot 0.5. Offset again 4 7/8. And then we can use, we'll just go trim this route. So trim, get rid of a bunch of this stuff. Don't need that or that. These can now be trimmed, as well as that feature, that one. We'll use a chamfer because this will make this, actually I need that other side there. Let's see, that's where this wall goes. Something doesn't look quite right there. Oh yeah, these lines go away, delete. And then let's extend this one down. And then I need my utility closet. So 7 foot 1/2, 7.5 feet, no, 7 feet 5 inches. There we go, 7 feet 5 inches. Actually, we need a line first. So we'll draw a line here from point to point, offset. It's already set, 7 feet 5 inches. Go over, delete the existing line, offset over 4-7/8, over, extend. Alright, trim. Whoa, trim. And get rid of that one. Alright, so now I have the start of my closet over here. I need to go over another distance, and they actually give it from that side, so 25 foot 7 inches. So offset 25 foot 7. This edge over, and then I need to go up 6 foot 3 inches for this closet. So offset, actually I need a line, so we'll draw it from there to there. Offset 6 foot 3. Delete the original, and then offset another 4 7/8, and do it again actually for this edge. And this is where chamfer would come Pretty handy. Do that to that, do it again, do it again, and one more time. All right, so there's all of our interior partitions. Let's get rid of the other one. We can fix up the bathroom a little bit. There's actually an enlarged plan for that, so why don't we finish that out. So if we go to the detail called enlarged plans A01-401, gives us a blow up of the bathroom here. So this wall goes over 5 feet, and then it's called out as a B1. So we'll go down 5 feet from the top here, and it goes over 4 foot 11 inches. So let's draw a line. So at 4 foot 11 inches, comma 0, offset 5 feet. Delete the original, offset 4-7/8, do a line, add that feature in. Then we need to go 5 more feet, so offset 5 feet. And that time we only need to go over, it's kind of hard to see, that's a 3 foot to the shower, so offset 3 feet. And it goes up 2 feet, so offset 2 feet. And let's trim. Alright, so now we've got a need for an offset of 4 7/8. Offset that down, offset that over. Use the chamfer command to clean things up here. Now we have this wall, and that should be it. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to end up mirroring this. So in order to do that, I'm going to create a temporary line, mirror. I'm going to select these objects and then drop a vertical line here, and then remove this one, use a trim, get rid of these inside features there. And that should do it for the interior partitions. So I'll do another video here next that shows how to add all of the cutouts for the exterior windows and walls, and then show how to copy and paste over our doors that we drew in a previous drawing there.